All right, legends. How is everybody doing? How are you doing? Make sure to smash the like button on your way in, guys. Let's go right away. We're getting some dumpy action here on the price of Bitcoin. Not looking too great. Are we going to go to much lower levels? Are we finally going to hit the $58,000 range? Are we going to go all the way down to even hit $56,000 in the next coming days? We are seeing the price action extremely bearish. Got a massive rejection from the value area low of the entire trading range in between March and June. And now the price is just not managing to get a bounce. Now we have broken to the lows here from this small consolidation. No bullish case scenario has managed to hold. So we did manage to come all the way down to these lows and the price is not looking too great. This does look very corrective here, as you can see on the chart. And now as we have claimed this low, this still looks very corrective and we could be seeing impulsive moves to the downside in the coming days. Now, no doubt after this major leg here to the downside, we could get a bounce. However, I would be very skeptical of that the price is going to manage to go to higher levels from this point. It looks very bearish. No doubt that we have a high chance that these lows over here at $58,200 is going to be hit in the next coming days. So any move to the upside, any levels that we're going to see here as resistance, I would consider that we are going to form a lower high. And the main reason why is because the price has had a major move to the downside and claim this low. This does not look impulsive anymore. This looks like it is very much corrective and we have a high probability that the price is going to come down and claim these lows here from June. Let's go right away through the comment section and say hello to the beautiful community, guys. Make sure to destroy the like button if you do enjoy the content, the levels, the technical analysis. Share some love here. I'm going to go through the comment section and say hello to the beautiful communities. So many stuff that I want to talk about here in today's stream. Some important news. There's been some bearish momentum, some bearish selling pressure. There is some good news, of course, but overall some bad news also. Now let's go here through the comment section, say hello to that community. Mustafa, get this man 100k. Thank you very much, my brother. Always sharing here the love. Daniel, how are you doing? Avi, Forex, Pac-Man, what's up, beautiful people? Hope you're doing absolutely wonderful today. Hello, Andy Rockin. Thank you very much, George Alera. It's over, says Axel. Is it over, guys? My goodness. Portfolio is bleeding, guys, without a doubt. I have got stopped out from some long positions, but also successfully got into some shorts. And yeah, basically, the portfolio is not looking great, guys. Many of my altcoins as well are looking very bad. I'm holding a bag of altcoins that I have been buying during the last few weeks, and it's in the red. Now, I just want to let you know, I had a similar scenario, okay, from buying altcoins and Bitcoin from 2018, 2020, okay? During this period as well, I was buying, I was in the red, and then obviously the C19 crash came in March of 2020 and everything was in the red, guys. This was like the ultimate day where your entire portfolio has dropped another 60-70% in a matter of a few days. And this is devastating, guys. We're gonna have to, learn how to swim inside of this crypto crazy market, right? A lot of people are saying that it is over. No doubt that there are some economic signs out there that we are going to see some very, very turbulent moments in the next coming months. I don't like the fact of the interest rates going down, okay? We talked about this on a stream a few days ago. And the fact that people are excited that interest rates are going to go down in the next coming months, potentially, maybe by the end of this month, maybe by August, September. That is usually when the economy is weak and we are going to see a potential small recession, right? Recessions usually are in between 6 and 18 months. Of course, we had the smallest recession ever when we had the C19 crash, right? It was just a small period of a few weeks. And then obviously as the money printer went on very aggressively, inflation went up, but there was liquidity in the market. You know, all of those people that did not have jobs obviously got a massive amount of cash, right? They had the help. So I am concerned about, we could see a moment in the next 6 to 12 months where we're going to see the market bleed even more, right? Get one of those flash crashes, one of those crashes that really hurt your portfolio. And we just need to be ready for that scenario. This is something that I've been talking about for months, and I'm cash on the sidelines, and I think you should do as well. And just be prepared for the worst case scenario, which would be getting a drop of 20, 30, 40%, right? And even 60% on some altcoins in the next coming months, bringing you that potential opportunity, right? Now, when we take a look at the higher time frames on Bitcoin and we do zoom out, it does not look too great, right? There is a lot of speculation right now. Is this a reaccumulation stage and we should be breaking here to the upside in the next coming months? Or is this just a gigantic double top? People are scared. Large investors have been buying Bitcoin during the last few months, and they're going to start dumping aggressively. This is a distribution phase, all right? And we are going to go to much lower levels. And this is, you know, you might think to yourself, this is nothing, a big fat nothing burger. We are just in a stage of reaccumulation, and the price is going to go to the upside. Now, 16,600 is coming, says Crypto News. Yeah, this is how bearish it can get, right? On the higher time frame, right? This is like the ultimate bearish case scenario that there's a lot of speculation. We would have to see a devastating recession for the price of Bitcoin to go sub 16,000, right? $17,000, right? Where the low was, basically below $16,000. What do you think, guys? Do you think that we are going to see the price of Bitcoin going to much lower levels? I want to know the opinion of the community. Are we in a distribution phase or an accumulation phase on Bitcoin? I'm going to get a poll here and ask the community, what do you think, legends? Are we in a distribution phase or an accumulation? Right? I'm going to ask the community right away. Where is Bitcoin at the moment? And I'm going to put here accumulation or distribution. Let me know right away in the poll that I am putting right now in the comment section, guys. Please let me know, what is your take? Where is Bitcoin at the moment? All right. If this is a reaccumulation, we're just having a bumpy phase, potentially getting beneath $56,000, but overall we would be expecting that recovery back up to hit all-time high. Or is this a distribution and the price is just getting ready for a big, massive drop, going potentially to even $40,000 or even lower, right? If we are seeing this as a distribution phase. I want to know the opinion of the community. Let's get that poll here. Let's get those votes, because it is important to feel the sentiment of the people. This is why we're doing this poll. Is there going to be more people bearish saying that this is a distribution? People and institutions, big businesses are getting the heck out of Bitcoin right now just because of the potential downside that the stock market could have. Because stock market, when you do take a look at the stock market on higher time frames, it looks like that we are in a huge, gigantic bubble, right? When we take a look at the weekly time frame, look at the S&P 500. My goodness, this is just going absolutely parabolic. We got S&P 500 hitting all-time high every single week. And taking a look at the NASDAQ, even more aggressive of a parabolic run, right? The NASDAQ is just going through the roof. Is this just a big fat tech bubble again, like in the early 2000s, where we got a severe corrective move for a few years, and this is going to end up very bad, right? Well, let me know, what do you think, guys? No doubt that this is going extremely parabolic. There is some good news though. We'll be going through some good news. Let's go through the Bitcoin technical analysis, of course. Let's take a look at the votes on the poll right now. 69% of people are saying that this is an accumulation, so not to worry. This is just a shakeout, and we are going to see all-time highs potentially in the next coming weeks and months. 32% of people are saying distribution. Very interesting to see. Let's go through the comment section, continue here. Really bad recession is in the books. It's probably a 50-50 right now, says taking care of business. No doubt. It is over. It is over. I'm buying the dip, but the dip goes to deeper and deeper, says Axel. Yes, it does. Like I said, this is really a similar sentiment that I had when I started in crypto in 2018, 2019, especially 2020. I was buying multiple different altcoins, and trust me, I did not catch the bottom. I was basically DCAing on some aggressive dips, and then the C19 crash obviously really got me hard, guys. This was something that was absolutely devastating. I'm not sure if you guys were here already in crypto back in 2020 and you were buying crypto for your portfolio, and the C19 crash was like the ultimate, twist of the knife in your back, and it was very, very painful. However, that was the last crash. It was the last painful moment of your crypto portfolio, because then those dips, okay, of 30, 40, 50, 70% even on the C19 crash turned out into huge multiple gains back, in 2021. So been through this before. Could this time be a little bit different? We are going to see some bigger corrective moves till we actually feel that the crypto bull run is like, okay, this is the end, right? It is the end. We are going to drop here to $40,000, even to lower levels. Come on, guys. We're still very much ranging here. There's no sign of weakness just yet. So let's go right away. I called the CME. Yes, CME gap, something interesting as well that's happened. We've filled the CME gaps that we've had during the last few weeks, okay, when we do zoom in here on the lower time frames. Now, this CME gap, all right, we filled completely the CME gap from here the last weekend, right? We did have a major rise during the weekend. We filled that gap here during the last 24 hours. And right now, the other gap that we have here, we've just hitting the highs of the gap from 2 weeks ago, right? Basically last week. We got this gap right over here that is providing a little bit of resistance, forming a little bit of a swing failure pattern, right? On the lower time frames, still very choppy, not too convincing, but we can see how we basically claiming that liquidity beneath this low, and it's just getting a lot of reaction here. So we're going to talk about different possibilities on the price of Bitcoin, all right? No doubt when we do take a look at the entire range here, right, from Monday, the 24th of June, this is becoming an entire range, right, as you can see. So we're coming down here to the lows, up here, we form a low, form this high, now at the lows. When we take a look at the entire volume of this range, we can see that the value area low is sitting where we have these lows. So we're getting that choppy volatility here. Now you might think to yourself, okay, if the price does manage to get a recovery, which I think is very, very likely after this aggressive drop during the last few days, right? Since Monday, we've seen the price dropping very aggressively. Now the levels of resistance that we need to pay attention, right? If we do get a sudden bounce, because, it's a reason why we could get a pretty nice bounce. And then I want to go through the weekly level. The reason why we could get a bounce here on the price of Bitcoin is that we are seeing the DXY getting a little bit of a hit today. DXY has got a bit of a hit during the last few hours, and it would be nice to see the dollar index continue with this hit. This is kind of the only hope that we do have, right? Obviously, it is a technical level, right? We are hitting a technical level here on Bitcoin. We've claimed a low, and we like it when we claim some lows. It gives us a liquidity grab zone. And especially when we are consolidating here, we need to give the price a chance, right? There is a chance of the price here getting a significant bounce. Now the question is, all right, and the main reason why this could get a bounce is that we've claimed liquidity beneath these lows, all right? And this is classic, guys. Bitcoin likes to claim lows and highs. It's a liquidity grab. And once you get that liquidity grab, you could have a possible short-term reversal, right? It's what happens. And this is probably a moment where that, this bounce could happen. No doubt that we are still below some big major resistance levels, okay? So Bitcoin could basically fail miserably here. We are just below a daily level, trying to get above a daily level here, an old daily level that we had here from the 28th and 29th of June. We smashed through that level. We are beneath the VWAP. This is just forming lower highs. There's a lot of resistance right now, and no doubt getting above the VWAP and getting above this point of control, the high volume node from this range, could be a short time frame sign of strength. But I would be very, very skeptical on the rally, okay? If we were to get a rally, I would be very, very skeptical. I would not flip bullish suddenly after claiming some levels, because we have claimed this low right over here. And as we've claimed this low, this does look very corrective, okay? We've got a bit of an ABC, WXY if you wish, okay, right over here. And as we've claimed this low, we can no longer see this as an impulsive move. Now, there is a possibility of a bullish case scenario, but that is like really, really random, where you would take a look at this as a one wave and this as an ABC flat right there. Really unlikely, just purely based off the length of this corrective structure. But it can be the case, without a doubt. You just had a very wide ABC, tap the highs, tap the lows, and you're going to be bullish from here. Very unlikely, guys. This is very unlikely scenario, but we need to say that that is a possibility. Price is looking very weak. This does look very impulsive compared to this movement to the upside, right? Very corrective. You have much more volume kicking in on this downtrend. So higher probability that we are going to finally take the lows here from Tuesday, right? Which is sitting at $58,200. Very high probability that we're going to end up hitting that low in the next coming days. Whether the price does not manage to get a bounce from this level and just continues to the downside, or it manages to get a little bit of a relief rally. This is the moment we need to pay attention, guys, because I want to talk about some major resistance levels. Just say out of nowhere that the price of Bitcoin manages to hold this value area low from this entire trading range, right? We've got to say that it has a chance. If the price were to get a bounce, there's some big major resistance levels that we need to pay attention, okay? Depending on how the price action moves. We love three-wave structures, right? And if the price does move here from this point, okay, just say that it does get a breakout here from the point of control, the VWAP, and it starts moving to the upside, it gets a pretty decent pullback, and it starts moving in a three-wave structure, very similar to what happened right over here. This is a zone of extreme resistance. I'm going to mention here, I'm going to explain why this is a big resistance zone. Value area high of this mini range that we formed during the last week, okay? That is point number one, right? Value area high and value area low from a trading zone that you have is, without a doubt, support and resistance. If you do manage to get above there, we know that we have our resistance number one. What would be our resistance number two? Taking a look at Fibonacci from the highs to the lows, we do have the 618 Fibonacci, the golden pocket, right? The most important and most respected Fibonacci retracement here when you're trading, any asset basically, right? It's not only Bitcoin. That is your confluence number two. Now, of course, today you have the previous day value area low. When we take a look at the session volume profile to take a look at yesterday's price action, we do have basically the value area low and the previous day point of control. That is where we have a high volume node right from yesterday. A lot of confluence at this zone. You have the daily open from today, okay? Daily open right there just before we got the drop. This was very early this morning, Central European time. This zone is huge. You got the daily open, and if we do open tomorrow, right, and we are recovering, that would be the previous day open. It would be the value area high of the range. You got a high volume node here, naked point of control, 618 Fibonacci from the entire drop. My goodness, if the price action, just say that the price action does manage to recover from this swing failure pattern, liquidity grab of this low, and we suddenly get a movement here to the upside in a 3-wave move. Without a doubt, this is the zone that we need to pay attention to see what is going on. If the price action starts consolidating and we are getting a local double top here at this range, this would be a zone to consider a short position, purely based that there is, very low probability that you're going to see this as a one wave up, and this is an ABC flat, right? This is kind of trying to look for the bullish case scenario as the price is just bearish and bearish and bearish, okay? Without a doubt, there is a possibility that that could happen. However, we're going to be paying attention on how the price does develop in the next coming days. That is if we do get a bounce from this level, because right now, we're just having a lot of choppy price action here. There's no guarantee that the price is going to recover. But if it does recover, this is definitely one of the strongest levels of resistance, which is sitting at $62,000, where I would consider that the price is very likely going to form a lower high. Now, if you do not get any reaction from that level and just say that the price suddenly from this zone is getting a recovery and you get a massive move here in a one wave, then you correct here and then you get, boom, you get a massive blast through. Then if you do manage to get above this resistance zone at $62,000, we need to consider that scenario, right? We need to consider that this is a one wave and this is an ABC flat. Till that does not happen, okay, and we get a blast through this level, then obviously, we're leaning bearish, right? We're leaning on the possibility of a lower high. However, this zone, if you are speculating for a long position, without a doubt, with very good risk management, this would be the zone that you would be speculating on that shot, okay? Because then, of course, you got the price action suddenly recovering in the coming days, and you're like, oh, I should have longed here. And if you want, you're trying to chase the pump. Bitcoin suddenly flips bullish, right, on the price action. If you do want to have an attempt with extreme good risk management, this would be the zone to do so. Let's go continue. CVD bullish divergence. We do have some bullish CVD without a doubt. We can see here on most of the exchanges that we are forming lower lows on the CVD, guys. Anybody that is not aware of CVD divergence, right now locally, we are forming higher lows on the price action and lower lows on the CVD. Meaning that there are quite a lot of retail people shorting here at the lows and wanting to push the price down to claim that low at $59,500. They're not managing to push the price lower, and they're getting absorbed by limit orders here on the corrective move. Larger limit orders, and this means one thing. This means that you could be claiming that $60,600 high that was formed just a few hours ago, okay? Which would be right over here. Now that is a level, no doubt, okay? We are forming bullish CVD divergence. That means that there's a high chance that we could be claiming 60,650, depending on what exchange you're looking at. That is resistance, right? We got the VWAP, we got the point of control of the range, these lows right over here, okay? These lows that we formed on the 30th of June, right over here, is providing that, simple support resistance flip. We also got the VWAP. So this is no doubt resistance. If we do come up to that level, this could definitely create just a liquidity grab, CVD divergence playing out, and I would even consider a scalp short, right? If you do come up here and claim that liquidity with good risk management, this could be just a quick CVD divergence playing out, liquidity grab, you're getting the resistance again from that level, claiming the liquidity above this high, and then you're just coming back down. So we would consider that as a potential shorting trade, only if the price rejects from that level and you're managing risk accordingly. Only if you reject, of course. if you do get the price action blasting through here, the VWAP, which is currently sitting at $60,690 with this high, if you blast through this level, then it's going to be looking pretty good short term, right? Not saying that this is going to absolutely blast off. If this does manage to happen, you're breaking through the point of control of the range, the VWAP, then without a doubt, you could be forming a 3-wave corrective structure, right? At least in the next 1 to 2 days. Still far away from that. This could still be not the end, all right, of this massive move to the downside, even though it's been very aggressive. You're at the value area low, you've claimed the low right there. So a short-term bounce is, it is likely from this level, right? It is definitely possible. Let's go. Devolt, how you doing, my brother? Thanks for joining the stream. You absolutely rock, guys. Hey, come on, let's get those likes pumping. If we get to 500 likes, my goodness, I'm just gonna throw the house out the window. Let's get a 𝗕𝗏 hardware wallet and a giveaway for somebody that is gonna comment down below. I've given $500 worth of Bitcoin last week to 𝗖cie𝗺𝗺𝘶, and she was the winner last week. We did get above 500 likes. If we get to 500 likes, then we're doing more giveaways, guys. I'm going to do a 𝗕𝗏 and $500, throwing the house out of the window. Get that money, okay? Get those giveaways for the community, all right? Liked, 𝗬Tube_NL. Thank you very much, my brother. Diagnosis, BTC is dead. We have here from Axel. Yes, I know, it looks very dead. We filled the gap here from the weekend. We also just about getting some support from the high of the gap, right? I'm not a huge fan of gaps, but most of the time they do get filled and they do provide a little bit of support and resistance. Something that we could consider, as confluence. We can consider it as confluence without a doubt. Now, the gap here from last weekend is providing some of that support. And that is kind of in confluence with the value area low of this trading zone, the liquidity grab here, a lot of wickies, right? Getting stopped out, all of those early long positions, right? Wicks, and then the price suddenly reverses, right? This is a classic movement here from early long positions, right? You just get them wicked out. You just wick the heck out of them. It happens a lot, without a doubt. Now, what a resistance that we did have here. I mean, I did not manage to get into a short position right there. I did manage to short some other levels during the last couple of days, not with a huge amount, just a couple of $100. But the value area low, my goodness, guys, if anybody who managed to short here, the $63,500 range or even slightly higher, because you formed a double top. This was the biggest higher time frame resistance level, right? I'm counting the price action that's happened right now, but this value area should be counted like this, right? From this range, we're not counting this price action. So the value area high got massive resistance and we formed a local double top. It was a pity that I was not in front of the chart, because this is one of my favorite scenarios to trade, right? Where you do get a double top, you have a higher time frame, massive resistance, value area low of the range of March, and you formed a double top. Let me know in the comment section, did you manage to short here as you were rejecting here, just managing risk, stop loss at the highs? And if you are a swing trader, right, day trader, swing trader, you got into a massive move here to the downside, to the lows for a take profit one, and maintain some of that open just in case price was just going to absolutely collapse. Let me know in the comment section, did anybody manage to short this scenario? That bearishness took people by surprise. It actually took me a little bit by surprise, without a doubt. There was no doubt a scenario here. We talked about a bullish case scenario just yesterday, which was basically, if the price was to manage to reclaim certain levels of resistance, it would have been quite bullish. The value area high of this trading range was getting a little bit of consolidation. Our best case scenario here would have been a double bottom, but that did not happen. So we got the lows here, and then the price just blasted through the level. If we would have claimed these lows with a double bottom scenario, then no doubt it would have been an interesting setup, okay, for a long position. We did not do that. The price just claimed the lows and just absolutely collapsed. Okay, not even the point of control of the range got a tiny reaction, but overall it just continued dropping. This was at 3 a.m. Central European time, so very, very devastating movement here happening very early this morning. A scenario yesterday was, hey, what if this is, an impulsive move and this is corrective? A good way to realize where you could see this as an impulsive move in this corrective is reclaiming the lows here. If you would have reclaimed these lows, this was mentioned on yesterday's stream, it would have been a bullish sign. It would have been a bullish sign. This will no longer look impulsive to the downside. And you have some long opportunities here to come back up to the highs. This would be a solid sign of strength. Just getting above those lows from Monday and Tuesday. That would be a clear sign of strength. This did not happen. We just continued to the downside. So overall, we did not see any big major long opportunities. No double bottom as well from this low. It just blasted through here to the downside. So we couldn't look for those long opportunities. So right now, okay, different scenarios. Hey, if you're attempting a long position, no doubt that these lows right there, the back test of this level is definitely, to take into consideration for a chance. Okay, I've taken a long position here from this swing failure pattern, very, very small one, to see if we can bank a few $100s. If you are going to attempt a long position, a trade scenario, and if it is a long position, this would be the place to do so, right? Why? Because you're creating a swing failure pattern from this low. You do have bullish CVD divergence building up here, very aggressive higher lows, okay, on the price action, and aggressive lower lows on the CVD. You got people shorting the market here like crazy, mostly retail, expecting the price to go to lower levels, and they're just getting absorbed. So I would be, speculating that $60,600 is going to be claimed, and it might just wick up and then wick back down. Okay, without a doubt, that is it's no doubt a possibility for a short trade. Only if you reject from the level. We would be getting back to this value area low of this range, right? The lows right over here. This has provided support and resistance today. You get above this level, successfully getting above the VWAP. It's a short time frame, okay? Sign of strength. The price could get a little bit of a bounce in between today and tomorrow if this level is reclaimed. What you want to see here, and make sure to realize that this is potentially going to top out if we do get that blast off above $60,600. I'm not saying that this is the low and we're going to start pumping very aggressively and pump several $1,000s. Absolutely not. I would say that this could be a bearish corrective move after the drop that we've had today. So overall, it's kind of a long into a short position that I would be ready for, depending on how the price reacts here at $62,000 level. That is where we do have the value area high, legends, all right? When we get the fixed volume profile from the entire range here, it's the value area high, it's the previous day value levels as well, with the previous day point of control, which is a naked point of control, right? You got a nice high volume node from this consolidation that you did create yesterday, right? In between yesterday and today, because we do have the daily open here just before the drop. So without a doubt that this zone over here is big resistance. You have the 618 Fibonacci from this entire drop. The only way that this movement to the upside could be bullish is if you just blast through this level. If you blast through here, the $62,000, I would consider this movement quite bullish and not corrective. but it would be a zone that you would see the price getting a reaction, just like we did here with the value area high from the entire range of March and June, right? Just a couple of days ago at $63,500. We were paying so much attention at this level, guys. If we were to break through it, then yeah, no doubt we could see higher levels, but this just created a massive double top, and that is where the price got a big corrective move. Now, if the price were to come all the way up here to the strongest level of resistance that we have from this range of the last few weeks, guys, we want to look for similar price action. We want to see a three-wave structure. Just say, like we mentioned a few minutes ago, we break through here, boom, 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 we start getting to $62,000. This is massive, guys. This is the zone that we want to consider, okay, a lower high, right? You're going to start getting people maybe a little bit bullish, right? Oh my goodness, you know, this actually looks bullish. We got people extremely bearish at these lows, at support, and then you get the reversal, you start getting people bullish at resistance. We want to pay close attention on how the price action develops here, guys, because what we would be looking at here, the easiest scenario, which is not going to be easy, of course, because I didn't short here because I wasn't in front of the charts. I didn't have any alerts set, and I didn't manage to short this level over here. If I would have had my eyes glued to the chart, I would have shorted here 100%. 100%, I would have taken this short. You know, it's a beautiful double top right there at a big higher time frame resistance level. So I would set some alerts here at the 61,900, right? 61,800, right? Just so I get the alert, so I'm realizing what is happening here and just remain patient. Will the price manage to blast through this $62,000 level? Or is it going to create a choppiness here and a potential double top? That is what I want to be waiting for here, guys, because without a doubt, as this low has been claimed, if the price, for whatever reason, just managed to get above the VWAP and the point of control, all of this is resistance, guys. You know, this we could reject from 60,600 where the VWAP is sitting at the moment. We're getting a bit of a pump. We've got the CVD divergence target, which is about to be hit right now. And the price just might as well just hit 60,600, 700, claim the liquidity from all of those people shorting here at the bottom, and then reverse. Okay, so if the price breaks through, the best level here on higher time frame, right, looking at the range, is this one, guys. This is where we want to see the price create similar price action that we formed just on Monday, right, between Monday and Tuesday. Double top scenario, a little bit of a three-wave structure, and that is the zone where we have a high probability in back testing the highs from Wednesday and Thursday, previous Wednesday and Thursday, right, to then get that rollover, right, potentially forming a head and shoulder, right, if you wish. So yeah, let's pay attention to that level, guys. Short time frame sign of strength would be breaking through, like I mentioned, the VWAP. So if we do come up here to the VWAP and the point of control of the range, which we are just about to hit right now in the next coming minutes, if we break through from here, guys, this is going to be looking pretty good. Just for the lower time frame, just to get one more leg to the upside, because you're likely going to get point of control and VWAP getting a reactive move, right, to then get a possible next leg up. This is the higher time frame zone where we want to be bearish. This zone over here. And yeah, you want to realize that market moves at least, the market moves at least in three-wave structures, right? 3-wave or 5 waves, at least. You got the clearest one being this one over here. 1, 2, 3. A, B, C, W, X, Y. Speculation on a 1, 2, and a 3, and then 4, 5. Market moves in a 3-wave structure minimum. So if you've had this collapse down during the last few days and you are breaking some levels of resistance, giving you a shorter time frame sign of strength, this is only a one wave up. This is only a one wave up. And if you can speculate that these levels of support, such as the daily, the value area low of the range, right, could provide some support of some kind to then get one more leg here to the upside, okay, to hit this bigger range of resistance, 62,000. Why is this resistance? Let's go through it again. It's the 618 from the drop. We have claimed these lows. This does no longer look impulsive. There's only one bullish case scenario, which I think is unlikely to happen, which would be, Bitcoin is here to surprise us, right? Always. This being at one wave and this being an ABC flat and then this a third wave, which is highly unlikely. This is unlikely to happen. However, we're not going to leave it off the cards. If we do manage to break above $62,000, I have to become bullish. I have to say, guys, we're probably going to come up to the highs here. If we do blast through this major resistance zone, retracing most of the movement down, I have to become bullish, and I have to say, guys, we have a high chance that with these highs are possibly going to be hit. So, but that is not the case. I want to see the choppiness at $62,000, guys. This would be the best level, all right, to get into a possible shorting trade, because it's a value area high. You have the previous day value area low. You have the previous day point of control. This is a nice consolidation that we had yesterday. And that is leaving us a high volume node, right? That is leaving us a high volume node right over there. And this is the range where I would want to see here a double top scenario. Anyway, let's go right away through the comment section. Enough Bitcoin, guys. Enough Bitcoin. I think we've been pretty clear. Anybody that is trying a long attempt, this would be the zone to do so. You've got liquidity grab, you've got a lot of wicks. This would be the area at the lows, at the back test of this level, obviously trying to get into a long position at lowest level possible to speculate on this movement here to the upside, right? If we break above VWAP, the point of control of the range, that would be a short time frame sign of strength. You could be forming a three-wave structure to the upside. This is the zone of interest that I'm looking at between today and tomorrow to look for a possible short, a double top scenario, purely based on claiming this low. This is, does not no longer look impulsive. I want to see proof of resistance right there. Value area high, 618 from the entire drop of the last 2 days. That is the zone, guys, for a nice day trade swing short position. If there's no reaction whatsoever at that level, and the price just blasts through, then guys, there is a possibility of bullishness right there. If we do not manage to reclaim the VWAP, the point of control, probably just going to wick up here and then come back down. That is a shorting scalp scenario, day trade scalp, right? If you do wick up from here, there's no doubt a possibility of a short. You're just claiming that CVD divergence level, right? You got the point of control, you got this low that's providing resistance. If you do wick up and wick down, I'm going to say, you have a possibility of the price just breaking down here and just continuing this massive drop. Okay, so we're not only looking for long positions, the market is very downtrending, and the movements to the upside could just be a liquidity grab, hitting VWAP, hitting big resistance again. Price is just not managing to move up here. You're forming a little bit of a channel wedgie scenario. You want to try and get in at the highest level possible, having validation points, right? But overall, risk to reward can be pretty huge, right? Risk to reward, if you're coming back down to this low and potentially the lows here from last Monday at 58,200, then you know the deal, right? You could find a big risk to reward if you cannot manage to get above those resistance levels. So without a doubt, guys, the speculation here of a recovery is there. However, we're very much downtrending and we have a lot of resistance above us. Point of control of the range, VWAP, we're probably just hitting those highs and now coming straight back down, right? We need to recognize that, there could be hope in a reversal. Maybe it is time to get a bit of a three-wave structure to the upside, but maybe this impulsive move to the downside is not finished, right? And instead of hoping of a reversal, just stick to the trend, local trend, which is extremely bearish, and stick to the local levels of resistance and just manage risk and take a shot on the price coming back down to the lows, right? So We talk about bullish, bearish case scenarios. We talk about, different trading levels, obviously, right? Sign of strength, sign of weakness, where the levels where you could get into a trading setup, and always manage your risk accordingly, guys. If you are interested in trading, you are experienced, 𝗬𝗀, one of my favorite, but I know there is a lot of KYC going on. You do have the best alternative, which would be bluffing. You have the highest bonus possible for those people, okay, that are new. If you don't want to do KYC or you live in a restricted area, this is a no KYC platform. Just with an email and a password, you can start trading in minutes. No identification, no nothing, and this is going to be no KYC for a long time. And you have the best bonus that there is available out there, which is up to $80,000 of deposit bonus. You get this bonus airdropped to your futures exchange. The more you deposit and trade, it gets airdropped to your futures exchange, okay? Check it out, guys. You have the link down below in the description for bluffing, okay? Trade on bluffing here with the diamond. Let's go through the comment section, say hello to the community, and let's go through some news that is going on. There is bearish news, selling pressure from whales. There's bullish news, of course, as well. A little bit of a mixed sentiment there is right now on news and Twitter. Let's go Twitter, X. Let's say X, not Twitter. Full margin long, says Fishcat. We're getting a bit of FOMO longsy at this level. We are beneath the VWAP. We are beneath resistance. My goodness. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on here, guys. Is this no guarantee that we are going to get that three-wave move up, all right? Shorts are still in your advantage. You're still in major downtrend. Short scalp day trades are still in your advantage as you're coming up to resistance levels, all right? If you can manage your risk accordingly. All right, getting into reversal here. Yeah, no doubt for the swing longs, okay? There's a, day trade swing long because this could be a recovery that could happen in between today and tomorrow. Without a doubt, the speculation level is these lows because this is a liquidity grab. If you are going to speculate, it should be all the way, much lower at these lows after that massive wick that we had today, okay? That would be the only level to speculate on that recovery. Let's go right away, continue here. I want to go through the comment section. Bought it right there, says Sad. Absolutely. Andy, when Lambo? No Lambo, guys. No Lambo, because portfolio is absolutely bleeding, right? Hopefully, I was going to buy a Lambo. Only joking. Will not buy a Lambo. I got a really nice Ford Shelby F150. I'm very happy with that. So, portfolio is bleeding. Portfolio, altcoins are bleeding, guys. We aren't making huge gains on the portfolio when we have the bull run kicking off, and there will be an altcoin season and bull run continuation at some point, guys. I don't want to be the extreme bear out there and say, oh my goodness, it's over. Guys, there will be an altcoin season at some point. However, we ain't getting the timing just to very correctly. The best chart that I can take a look at here for the timing of the altcoin season, and this is the best chart because this is where I've been nailing the analysis. One of the only ones, of course, the altcoin, which is Chainlink. It's a solid, mature market. It has a bright future. And this is following technical analysis to the T, guys. Accumulation, first impulsive wave here of the bull run, disbelief stage right now in this pullback, and my reaccumulation zone for Chainlink is in between $8 and $12. Inside of that range, there is a high probability that this is going to bottom out and go sideways. I would wait a little bit here in the case of Chainlink for a little bit of sideways momentum. That is what is going to confirm that this is a reaccumulation zone. And this is the moment that I will be calling, guys, a major altcoin season is going to come. Because just in 2023, I was calling for a major altcoin pump, right? Just at the end of 2023, right, entering into Q4, based on Chainlink. Chainlink was kind of the indicator for me because it's such a nice mature market. It moves, it's very boring, okay? Chainlink is very boring with, with the movements. But overall, played out very, very nicely, and been expecting this drop and even expecting the market to bleed a little bit more. there will be even better opportunities, okay? Even better opportunities to reaccumulate, without a doubt, okay? These shakeouts are painful. You need to see a lot more people right now in the comment section saying that it's over, right? Altcoins are down 80%, 90%. It's over, guys. Well, no, it's not over. When the market drops 90%, that is when you want to get in. Right? When it's over, and a lot of people saying it's definitely over right now, right? So it would be nice for this corrective structure to actually continue slightly for the next coming weeks and months and get into a sideways momentum zone. That is the moment that I will be coming out saying, guys, I'm insanely buying this right now. You do what you want. No financial advice. This is when I was saying, guys, I bought a huge amount of Chainlink, bought thousands of Chainlink here at the $5-6 range. And I couldn't stress it enough, and obviously this did over a 4x from that zone. I didn't sell any because this is for me as a long-term hodl, okay? This for me is a long-term hold. I would be happy to just reaccumulate a bit more at certain levels of support. So yeah, bit of more downside momentum for Bitcoin and crypto in the next coming weeks and months. Absolutely yes, bring it on. Got some cash on the sidelines. We want to buy some cheap cryptocurrency, guys, at a discount. I know guys, I know it's frustrating. I know a lot of people are in extreme disbelief stage at the moment. What a bull run, right? This bull run is a joke. Look at altcoins. So many altcoins have just been, are at the lows from the bear market even, which I do believe it's a kind of a spring point, right? Where the market just goes down to the lows of 2022 and 2023. And that is, hey, no financial advice, but if you want to buy something low, you want to buy at those levels, right? So let's go right away through the Bitcoin dominance. Look at the Bitcoin dominance. Do you know when the altcoin season kicked off on the previous cycle, guys? This was January of 2021, and the drop all the way here till end of April of 2021. This was basically less than 4 months of a major decrease drop on the Bitcoin dominance. This is when we had the insane altcoin season. It was just not even 4 months, guys, not even 4 months. And during that period of 2019, 2020, right, was extremely boring. A lot of altcoins just getting massive dips, and it's painful, guys. Bitcoin dominance in an uptrend, just like 2019 and 2020, we are still early. We're still probably going to see a little bit of pain. But once this starts dropping aggressively at some point to the end of the year or beginning of 2025, right? Give or take February, April, doesn't really matter. It's going to come at some point. You need to be ready for that potential collapse on the Bitcoin dominance and a huge altcoin season rally, because people are in crypto to speculate and buy low. The smart money is buying low, and they will be reaccumulating, guys, at the lows. Okay? I know you don't believe me. I know most of you don't believe me, and you might think I'm smoking crack. But I'm not smoking crack, and I was here on the previous cycle, and I realized where this market is going in the future. But it's painful. Of course it's painful, guys. Of course it is painful. Maybe last time we see price below $60,000 says Atreyu. Wow, got Atreyu here being extremely bullish. I did open along at 59,700. Okay. Yeah, make sure to stay defensive, because without a doubt, we are very downtrending. The market is choppy. This is proof of support. We are seeing proof of support with these wiki wicks, okay? Proof of support is there. Why didn't the market just, continue dropping to the lows here? Well, we got support, and we got the price action consolidating here at this range of $60,300, right? So yeah, there's no doubt some proof of support here, that's when you can start speculating that this could get a short-term reversal. We got our levels, guys, mentioned here. Make sure to pay attention to that point of control, the VWAP as well, for a possible wick and then come back down. That is still definitely a possibility. Only if the rejection does happen, I would consider that short. If you break through here, you're likely going to form a corrective structure. You're likely going to form a three-wave move up here. So pay attention to that movement to the downside, and also pay attention here at the $62,000 range, right? Because this could be the level where the price is going to heavily reject, and you're just breaking down here in the coming days, right? That is if we do not break down already in the next coming hours. Shall we take a look at some news? Let's take a look at some news going on here. Andy, do you follow Kuhn? Absolutely. He's an absolute legend. I love his Elliott wave theory analysis. He talks about, you know, multiple different scenarios, and I do watch him once in a while. Okay, he's absolutely phenomenal on his technical analysis. You could say that it is the only channel that I would look at for, you know, advanced Elliott wave theory scenarios. Not very much of an Elliott wave theorist myself, only on the basic levels. I understand the basics, slight advanced, but you know, I don't go through the micro counts, right? And I know that he does. He's an absolute expert. You know, he basically only focuses on Elliott wave theory. Let's take a look at the liquidity, guys. Something interesting to take into consideration is liquidity. Ooh, we have, I don't know how much it is right now, but there's over $10 billion of short liquidations above 72K. You might think, we ain't going to go up there. Come on. We are bearish. We are going down, okay? But just to take into consideration that there is a lot of short liquidations sitting at above $72,000. Now, yeah, we do have a lot of liquidity here. Let me just move this here to the upside. There is a lot of liquidity beneath $58,000 as well. There is a few $1 billion, so we could be getting a leg down first of all, right? On the higher time frames, Bitcoin is still looking bullish. We like it or not, guys. Bitcoin on the higher time frames is still looking bullish. Let's get some levels out of the way here because we've got a bit of a messy chart. Bitcoin's still looking bullish on higher time frames. Even though, you know, once we claim the lows here from the 1st of May at 56,600, this is a zone that come on, guys, you know, this is a zone that we need to definitely check here how the price develops in the next coming weeks if that 56,600 is claimed. I would be extremely bullish only if the price manages to reclaim that low, right? Because if this is going to be an impulsive move down, I want to see the price absolutely ripping. If you drop down the $56,000, I want to see the price getting a devastating collapse in a matter of days. If we see the price action dropping down beneath the low of the 1st of May and the price finds some local support here at 52K, right? And the price suddenly starts recovering above that low, that's going to be game on, guys. That is going to be game on, guys. Price of Bitcoin is going to recover in the next coming weeks. That is going to be the game on, guys. They're realizing the sign of weakness of the bears and the bulls stepping in depending on how that price action develops here. And we get this large spike in volume, getting the price above the levels of support here. This will no longer look impulsive to the downside. It will be, you know, will be a sign of strength. Anyway, that's, you know, that is if that does happen, right? Maybe those lows are not even going to be taken. But by the looks of things, yeah, no doubt that the market looks quite bearish right now. And the speculation is that, yeah, we're going to come down and claim that low. And, you know, then this is the moment that we need to pay attention. Because just imagine right now that the extreme bearish case scenario is happening, where you're inside of a B wave right there and you're going to form a C wave in the next coming months. Devastating collapse. There is a valid count on that scenario. There is a valid count here that you formed this, you know, 5-wave to the upside here, right? Looking at 2023 price action, you formed a 3-wave flat right over here. And you've already formed 5 waves here to the upside, right? When you count this small little 1 wave there, this as a 3rd wave, and a flat here when we had the ETFs, and there's an explosive 5th wave. there is a valid count here for this to be a gigantic ABC. I want to believe that we are still very much bullish. We're still in the middle territory of the bull run. You might think to yourself, this bull run sucks. But hey, come on, this bull run has been insane. We've been pumping more than expected. We've even been hitting all-time highs already before the halving, which this has never happened, right? So the bull run has happened earlier than anticipated. And without a doubt, this even though it's at the all-time highs right there, is likely to have a one more push to the upside. I mean, I'm leaning on that side, guys. Let's take a look at the poll here, because out of 400 votes, guys, we do have people saying that we are in accumulation. 70% of people are in accumulation. I think we are not scared enough, guys. If I saw on the poll right there, we got a poll here saying, come on, I'm going to say accumulation as well, right? You need to absolutely bash me. Out of over 400 votes, we have 70% of people saying accumulation. My goodness. I'm not sure it's because you're following me and you have a lot of knowledge as well, and you realize that, come on, this is just a shakeout, all right? And we are going to see the price bottoming out at some point, right? And we're going to still get to all-time highs in the coming, months. Maybe that is the case. I would prefer to see most of the community saying this is a distribution stage, right? If this would have been 70% of the people saying this is distribution, I would say, right, guys, market's going to pump very soon. Most of the people are bearish. We're going to bottom out very, very soon. But as most of the people saying that we are in an accumulation stage, I'm a little bit skeptical. Do we need to see the fear and greed index get to extreme fear in the next coming weeks, right? Get the people bearish and fearful to then say, right, guys, now we could potentially see a reversal, right? We're just in neutral, which is very disturbing. Not nice. Anyway, take a look at some news. We have seen some outflows, not very much on the ETFs. Yesterday, it was all green, right? We did pump the last few days, right, from 58,000 range to $63,000. We also had some pretty nice net inflows the last couple of days, 129 million. Just yesterday, we got 13 million, not a huge amount of outflows, right? Not too much. We had some more inflows 2 days ago, 10 times more. Which is, outflows are not too high. We had much higher outflows a couple of weeks ago in June. July started off with some pretty interesting inflows, right? Just yesterday, we had 13 million. So overall, the outflows from yesterday haven't been too aggressive. What we have been seeing is some individuals getting into some, you could arguably discuss, they're not whales, you could say they're sharks, 300 Bitcoin market orders on Coinbase, creating some flash crashes. Now, the thing is, there's been a little bit of a liquidity, funny enough, there hasn't been a liquidity and limit orders on Coinbase, and there's been a pretty significant spread just by selling 300 Bitcoin, which is, I'm surprised from an exchange such as Coinbase, just by selling 300 Bitcoin, getting a massive spread of almost $1,000 is just crazy, right? Just with a 300 Bitcoin market order, this spread is huge. I would expect that 300 Bitcoin sell might drop the price $100 or $200, right? The spread has been almost $1,000, which is absolutely crazy coming from one of the largest exchanges out there, which is Coinbase. I mean, there is no doubt, a little bit of a liquidity crunch, Bitcoin liquidity crunch on the exchanges, but the big massive spread from Coinbase, which is pretty surprising to see. We also have seen, between basically this morning, lots of Bitcoin being sold on Binance today. We had a deposit of 1,000 Bitcoin, then it got into a sell, 1,700, okay, just after a few hours. also getting dumped into the market. So we got a bit of selling pressure here from some whales. You couldn't consider a whale when it has over 1,000 Bitcoin. So we haven't seen a little bit of selling pressure on Binance today. This is potentially one of the reasons why we have been getting these drops as well, right? There has been a little bit of selling pressure on the exchanges. Some bullish news. I wouldn't say, well, you could say it's bullish. You could say it's speculation. Can we trust these guys? We got 800 billion Standard Chartered Bank says Bitcoin could hit $100,000 by US election day. Lot of speculation. If Donald Trump is elected president, he's become very bullish on Bitcoin and crypto, especially for US citizens. Hey, if he becomes president in November, is this gonna trigger the bull run continuation? Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think, because without a doubt, okay, he said by the elections, I think Donald Trump has a high chance in winning the elections, without a doubt. And, you know, he's promised, and what he says, you know, usually is done. So he says, obviously, he's very, very bullish on Bitcoin and crypto. Maybe we could see a massive bull trend continue if Donald Trump is elected in November, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Would be glad to read your comment. Please turn the music down. It is disturbing. Sorry about that. Let's turn the music down right away. Music is disturbing. Well, I do what the community wants, so I'm going to put the music down. No idea it's going to trigger the prize, but it's definitely going to trigger a few lefties, says Dumpy Boot Boy. Seb, thank you very much for joining the stream. Crypto King says, whales dump on Moon Boy retail baby. Yeah, without a doubt, okay. I did sell some Bitcoin, but I sold a little early. You know where I sold a Bitcoin? At $50,000. You know, it's close enough. You know, I was buying during the 2022 and 2023. And I just thought, my goodness, you know, I got a few Bitcoin here. You know, let's take a look at, you know, I want to take some profits without a doubt, just in case we get a pullback before we continue up. So overall, sold a little earlier, but sold in profit nevertheless, right? Because I did buy a little bit too aggressive, guys. I had more capital than 2018 and 2020, right? And I was going a bit too aggressive here, like, okay, I'm buying. And then we get this price action, right? With the ETF speculation, I thought, oh my goodness, you know, I need to sell something here. Because you know, I'm in profits, right? We do sell in profits. I like the music. I didn't think it was too loud. Okay, Valerie, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. What music? Did not hear anything. Okay. Let's put a bit of drum and bass, guys. Bit of drum and bass. Who likes drum and bass? Put a bit of drum and bass here on the background music. What do you think? And continue with the news, guys. Bitcoin not doing much. It's holding that level of support. I want to talk about this weekly time frame as well, guys. Bitcoin's holding, liquidity grab. It has a chance, guys. Come on. It has a chance to get that bounce. Who likes a bit of DMB? DMB is the bomb, says WeTube. Let's get a bit of drum and bass here on the background music. I don't want to put it too loud. Let me know if it's too loud, guys. Let's kick off. Just found out he had music playing. Okay, so it is not that loud. Let's go. Let's go. Let's talk about some more. I like it, says Space Monkey. I do, Valerie. Music really goes with what's on the charts. Space Monkey. I like to put a little bit of drum and bass when I do some technical analysis on my free time. Let's go and continue with a little bit of more, you know, data and news that is going on. We have BlackRock buys 224 Bitcoin. That is, you know, even on the quiet days, says Thomas here, half of the mining supply. That is true. You might think, is only BlackRock bought 224 Bitcoin? That is very low, right? Thinking about how much is mined every day, which is 450, it's half of the supply, right? That's being mined. So that is good enough, right? Let's take a look at some other stuff here. This is very disturbing, guys. This is definitely very disturbing and could be extremely bullish for the months ahead. All right. And This is data, guys. We can see this on the data, and this is extremely bullish. We like it or not. We do not know when this is going to play out, but the Fed net liquidity just had its biggest spike in 15 months. We have had a massive shift in liquidity. Last time this happened, Bitcoin pumped 38% in a week. It doesn't look like Bitcoin's going to pump right now, doesn't it? But overall, something I would take into consideration, we got in the liquidity here, exploding Fed net liquidity rate, big massive change. We got a massive rally here back in March of 2023 when this happened. Are we bubbling up here for a recovery after these drops that have happened on Bitcoin during June? Liquidity is liquidity, guys. So, hey, getting some liquidity pumped into the market. Bitcoin has completed its invert head and shoulder on the daily chart. This is, I'm not a fan of MACD and all of this, but, I like to pull out some stuff here on the stream. What do you think about this, guys? Let me know in the comment section right away. Let's discuss this inverted head and shoulder. What do you think about this inverted head and shoulder? Let's pull out a chart here on Bitcoin and, let's talk about this inverted head and shoulder. What do you guys think? Is this an inverted head and shoulder? And we're going to blast through. It's got a little bit of a descending neckline. Do you believe that this is an inverted head and shoulder? Humpback Notre Dame inverted head and shoulder, right? With the neckline a little bit low. Without a doubt, guys, this is a zone. We're at the lows of the range. Hey, I like to speculate. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Invalid. It's invalid because, hey, maybe if it's a humpback Notre Dame inverted head and shoulder, then yeah, maybe we could consider it. But we ain't getting him on the chart, right? He is not a pattern. We got someone saying that it is invalidated. Now, why would it be invalidated? We got the descending, we got no here, WeTube NL. It's not an invalid head and shoulder. It's not an invalid head and shoulder. Yeah, it's not invalid, right? You would have to go beneath the head, right? You would have to go beneath the head to invalidate this descending neckline inverted head and shoulder. As long as we're above the head, it's fine. You could have the right shoulder, right? A little bit like that. It doesn't really matter, okay? As long as you're above the head, it could still be a slightly lower right shoulder, all right? It's not invalidated, all right? People here discussing Capo alive. Capo is alive. I'm going to Capo. Is Capo alive? Is he in? He hasn't got a YouTube channel though. Are you talking about his Twitter? Capo has been live during the. He has been bullish during the last few weeks, and that is what has made the price go down because he's been bearish. He's been bearish during most of 2022, and he's bullish right now, so he can get lost. He's bullish when the price has had a major move to the upside. Everyone, please hit the like button, says Space Monkey. If we all smash up the like button at the same time, we can get another 100 likes. I am sure, guys. Make sure to destroy the like button if you enjoy here. A little bit of a, chilling, taking a look at news, taking a look at the charts, me reading the comment sections. Okay, let's go right. Hello, sir. I'm from India and first time join your live stream. Hey, JXC Leo, thank you very much for joining. Make sure to subscribe. Anybody that is new, we just provide daily technical analysis, updates, take a look at news, and try and follow here this crazy crypto market. Who's Capo? Capo is someone that has been very, very bearish at the bottom of the bear market, and he's very bullish now. And we're, Bitcoin's at the previous all-time high. Drum and bass is great, says Peter. We love drum and bass. I like the music. Thank you very much, my man. Smash the like, says Gio. First time from USA, says Johnny to score. Thank you very much for joining the live stream, my brother. Hopefully you are going to enjoy the technical analysis. I'm going to timestamp my analysis, okay, after the stream. We did go through Bitcoin, a little bit of news. Let's continue with the news here. Well, now we've got a bit of charts here from other people, other perspectives, guys. It's always good to take a look at different scenarios. We've got this inverted head and shoulder. A little bit of a descending neckline, right? Not a straight neckline here. Interesting to see, guys. Nice to see your opinion. Some people saying it's invalidated. It's not going to happen. It's not invalidated, guys, as long as we're above the head, right? Could it happen? It's possible. It's possible. When spot Ethereum ETF, guys, there is massive speculation that we could have an ETF, Ethereum ETF, in the next 2 weeks. We have 𝗖𝗿𝗆𝗃 here saying potentially final for an ETF approval July the 12th. Asset managers are optimistic that the SEC will greenlight the first US ETF, okay, Ethereum ETF, that invests directly in Ether as soon as mid-July, saying the back and forth with the regulators remains constructive. What do you guys think? Is the Ethereum ETF going to get approved in the coming weeks, mid-July? This could definitely spark a recovery on Ethereum, on Bitcoin, on altcoins, right? It could happen, legends. Let me know what you think. This is a big fat nothing burger. This guy is smoking pot. You know, no doubt that this is not going to that this is not going to get approved. What do you guys think about the Ethereum ETF getting approved? We're going to get a poll, right? Let's get that poll. Let's end the poll here. We got most of the people believing that that the price of Bitcoin is in an accumulation stage, right? 69% of people, almost 500 votes. Bitcoin's in accumulation, not in distribution. We are going to hit all-time high in the coming months. Easy. Maybe weeks, next coming months. Right, let's end up this poll and talk about this Ethereum spot ETF. Will it be approved or not? Simple answer, yes or no. Right, let's go. Will the Ethereum ETF be approved in July? Let me know, guys, yes or no. Let's get that poll out of the way and ask the community. Retail opium drives price and retail is broke now from the rape. Paul Andrew, I know, I'm sorry. Help your viewers and tell them the truth. What truth? Retail won't buy it until the price is affordable. Well, you know what? There is big players. There is big players, big banks. And if they don't care, if you miss the train of buying Bitcoin at 3,000, 10,000, 20,000, they don't care. I think the big institutions are more interested in Bitcoin being at much higher levels than actually dropping the price so your little bum ass can buy Bitcoin, right? They're more interested, in my humble opinion, that they would prefer to control most of the crypto. Look at Michael Saylor. Look at BlackRock. We are seeing, without a doubt, more institutions diving in here, and obviously Standard Chartered Bank as well. Hey, they want to get the Bitcoin. They are here. They will take advantage of any dips below $60,000 and even $50,000, right? That would be absolutely golden for some big institutions. So, hey, take it as you will. You know, if you miss the chance here, you're just going to consistently miss the chance as the years go by with Bitcoin, because it's an exponential uptrend that will likely continue for the next years, right? So, hey, what can we say? Mustafa says yes. Let's go. Retail opium. Retail moves the price, bro. Then whales sell off. Well, yeah. Well, I guess I'm retail. I've been buying here. I have been buying Bitcoin since 2018. That is when I got into crypto. So it's an exponential growth. And I did actually sell a bit of Bitcoin here on the movement up above $50,000. I don't want to sell some more right now. I'm happy to hold that Bitcoin if we enter a bear market and then recover in the next coming years. You know, it is what it is. The end game is how many Bitcoin can you have? Not how much Bitcoin is. How many Bitcoin can you have? Can you manage to accumulate 1 Bitcoin? Can you manage to accumulate 10 Bitcoin? 100 Bitcoin? It's all about how many Bitcoin can you have. That is the end game here, because without a doubt, Bitcoin will be in profit in the future, no matter where you bought it, right? Retail, we're getting at 100K. Yeah, also a possibility, right? When you take a look at Google search on Bitcoin, and also take a look at the sentiment is bearish. The sentiment, you haven't seen millions of people join in this run here. Why haven't a lot of people jumped into crypto and Bitcoin? Because I think they got hurt a lot here on the previous bull cycle. We need to see big pumps again. We need to see the market absolutely explode. And I think this is likely to happen in, entering into 2025. US election in November. I like it. That's bullish. You got the liquidity here flipping. My goodness, liquidity. We're entering a liquidity cycle at the moment, which is pumping trillions of dollars in the market, right? That is bullish. So everything points out that, these downside movements that are happening during the last few weeks, potentially for the next coming weeks, maybe a couple of months, is something that will end up, okay? Something that will end up. We have Binance wins over the SEC. The federal court ruled BNB sales cryptocurrency tokens are not securities. Binance winning. Cryptos are not securities. And BUS dollar is not a security. So Binance winning the court case right over there. We have the inflows being a little bit low here on Bitcoin. No doubt. The last few months have been a little bit, the flows have mostly stagnated. Not seen tons of inflows. Relatively flat. But the net inflow since the launch sits at a very healthy 14.7 billion, right? So overall, the people still, they're holding the ETFs are holding the Bitcoin, right? There's been a little bit of outflows, but overall, nice healthy $14.7 billion on inflows since the launch. Right, we got the FUMC also in 60 minutes, guys. Stay cautious with your trading. FUMC minutes is coming. This is going to be interesting. You're possibly going to see some volatility here. That is less than 1 hour, guys. 50 minutes from now. I'm not sure if I'm going to hold the stream as long as till we get the FUMC minutes. What do we think here? Shall we get the live stream continuing here for the FUMC minutes? Likely going to get some volatility here, guys. This is in 50 minutes from now. Stay safe with any trades that you do, okay? Stay safe with your trading because, yeah, we got a FUMC minutes in 50 minutes. Guys, if you are interested in trading, bluffing is a great alternative, all right? There's a lot of KYC going on exchanges. If you're looking for one of the most legit, I'm not going to say the most legit, no KYC platform that is completely transparent with the funds. They don't do any fishy businesses, right? With the funds of the clients. You want to check out Bluffing, guys. Bluffing has an insane bonus with the link down below in the description. It's the third link down below. Trade on Bluffing. $80,000 deposit bonus. The more you trade and deposit, the more bonuses you're going to get airdropped. So you can trade with that airdrop money, okay? And obviously withdraw the profits that you make from that. Check out the link down below, guys, if you want to trade on Bluffing. Great alternative right now as we're seeing KYCs, okay, happening on multiple exchanges. Let's go here through, we got Binance, obviously winning SEC. ETF inflows, pretty low. Who knows Plan B? Who knows Plan B? Plan B is the guy, yes, that he was saying that Bitcoin was going to go above $100,000. The previous cycle, was a bit, was not good. I believed in this guy. And his stock to flow index, stock to flow model that he has. If you haven't, it's pretty interesting. Overall, he is saying that the RSI, Bitcoin RSI 65, second red dot higher than 2016 and 2020. My RSI analysis, you can check that on his YouTube channel. Shout out to him. Overall, you can see here, that the red dots, right? This is when we are in the middle of the bull market, right? And yeah, it's basically the red dots RSI is above from the previous cycles. According to him, well, he's got a model that says that Bitcoin will be hitting over $200,000 this cycle. This would be in the next, right, 12 to 18 months. Let's see if that does happen, right? My goodness, these massive bullish predictions, I'm a little bit skeptical, okay? A little bit skeptical on these massive bullish case scenarios. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section about, you know, Bitcoin hitting over $200,000 this cycle, which is in the next 12 to 18 months, right? All the way to the end of 2025. Plan B is a smart Dutch dude. I agree. His module is pretty good, and his price targets are you know, a little bit off the chart, okay, off his analysis, because he did predict 100,000 Bitcoin on the previous cycle. This did not happen, as you know. So yeah, let's go right away. Just subscribed, mate. Crumpton, thank you very much for joining. We're just chilling here right now. I do technical analysis on Bitcoin. I will be doing the timestamps later on. Okay, so a lot of people just here for the Bitcoin technical analysis, looking at several scenarios, several levels of resistance, support, the chance here of Bitcoin bouncing. If it does, likely to form a lower high here. Local signs of strength if we do get above the VWAP and the point of control. However, Bitcoin is very downtrending, and if we do reject here from VWAP, right, one more time, it's possibly going to come down and break down the lows. Okay, just looking at internally here at some certain levels on Bitcoin, that will be time stamped after the stream. Okay, just so people, I have a lot of followers that are just here for the Bitcoin analysis, which has been done already. Market cycle, interesting here. Disbelief stage. Or there's no, you know, have we seen thrill and euphoria in this cycle? I haven't had that sentiment. It was a little bit of a euphoric stage in March when meme coins were going up so much, but it was not even close what we had back in 2021. I think that this movement to the upside has been you know, no doubt with this crash, a lot of people are in disbelief stage at the moment. Remember, guys, when we do take a look at the market cycle, and we could just get the total 3 market cap, for example, and we've come from a brutal bear market already, guys. We have come during the last couple of years, 2022 and 2023, from a brutal bear market already, guys. People got wrecked already the last couple of years. We've had a little bit of hopium, a little bit of, oh, you know, is this a real rally? Is this a real bull run? Well, we're getting people in doubt, and that is good. That is good. It is good that we do get some people in doubt. You know, bring it on. Get them price crashing more in the coming weeks. I want to see people in disbelief. That is good. It's healthy for the market. So, yeah, overall, you know, just imagine a double bear market, right? Just imagine a double bear market. Double bear market in crypto. Could this be a much larger ABC corrective move entering into 2025, and then we're going to recover? I don't think that is the case. However, we never know when a recession could kick in. And as we have the elections in November, I don't think that recession will kick in. We're going to get liquidity pumping the market, trillions of dollars, and this bull run will be saved. That is what I think. Bull run will be saved. Election year, never been bearish during the last decade. We have liquidity cycle, which is currently flipping. We have liquidity cycle happening. Massive spike on the Fed net liquidity rate. You know, you can see how it's changed drastically here. And this is, without a doubt, something bullish for the market. So we're probably going to kick the can down the road a little bit more for a few years on the recession. Lol, we're in a recession. Lol, we're in a recession, says Paul Andrew. Well, markets, we don't see it on the markets. We don't see it on the data. We do have unemployment rate, okay, very low, you know, in the US. Interest rates have been high for several months now. Economy, the GDP is not doing it, extremely great, but overall, if we are in a recession, how come we're not seeing it affect the markets being affected? When you take a look at the NASDAQ, right? Is this just about to collapse in the next coming months, right? Markets don't signal a big recession, to be honest, right? You could see it back in 2000, the dot-com bubble. There was a smaller recession here for several months. We also saw 2008, right? 2008, which is all the way down here. Small little corrective move, a little bit of a recession right there. C19 crash, a big flash crash. Boop. Straight back up. 2022, we had the dollar being quite strong. A little bit of a downtrend, also in confluence with the crypto bear market. Yeah, maybe, if we are in a recession, we're not seeing it on the markets, right? This is just in an extreme parabolic uptrend, and this could continue for the next coming months. Right? Even a couple of years, we're kicking the can down the road. Without a doubt, the next recession is probably going to be a big, brutal one. It's probably going to be a big, brutal one, okay? Anyway, sell that NVIDIA stock. Yeah, NVIDIA just went through the roof. Parabolic. No doubt, if you have been buying NVIDIA during the last few years, you want to consider taking some profits, without a doubt. Because that stock did a 10x in a matter of 2-3 years. Absolutely crazy. We are in a recession, says Paul Andrew. Well, yeah. It's only up markets because of election. Yeah, without a doubt. But we are going to get liquidity as well. We are going to get liquidity pumped, okay? That is going to happen. And when liquidity is pumped, then we know that it's unlikely inflation is going to go up, so people are going to prefer to actually buy either stocks, okay, or crypto, or basically risky assets. If inflation is just going to go up and we get massive amount of liquidity pumped into the economy, right, in the market, people are going to still want to continue to buy stuff, right? Recession is not just stocks. I know that. But you can see recessions reflected on the stock market, okay? You can see them reflected on the stock market. Look at 2020, quick recession, C19 crash. We got the 2008, the dot-com bubble. You can see it reflected, right? The previous recessions. So, yeah. If it wasn't an election year, it wouldn't be like that. Well, this is why we're kicking the can down the road, right, legends? We are kicking the can down the road, and we might kick the can down the road another 1-2 years, and that is probably going to pump our crypto bags, okay? Anyway, legends, thank you very much for joining. We do have, I'm not going to hold on here, guys, to the FOMC minutes. Be cautious in 40 minutes. We do have the FOMC minutes. Trade safely. Thank you very much for joining. I will be back with more. I will timestamp the Bitcoin technical analysis. Now, thank you very much, legends, and I will see you in the next one.